Hi, Matthew Glazier here from WhatAcca.com, coming at you with the Game Week 7 predictions for the Premier League. 10 more games to look over, and we're going to start with the action at Craven Cottage, where Fulham take on a Chelsea side who sacked Thomas Tuchel on Wednesday. At the time of recording, they haven't appointed a successor, and we think this is a great opportunity for Fulham to be playing a Chelsea team who have lost at Southampton and Leeds already this season, along with Dinamo Zagreb on Tuesday night. Fulham or draw on the double chance market is a nice, safe play in towards this game as well. You could just chance Fulham to win at a pretty tasty price. Alexander Mitrovic has now scored in 4 consecutive games. He also scored a brace against Liverpool. He's, averaging a goal per game, and we just think that Fulham might be capable of doing a number on a Chelsea side who might be in disarray. 2-1 to Fulham, we're going to chance. Bournemouth take on Brighton and Hove Albion. Bournemouth have looked pretty decent since parting company with Scott Parker. Gary O'Neill has put himself in pole position to get the job on a permanent basis, and the odds would suggest as much. Goalless draw against Wolves was followed by a comeback 3-2 win at Nottingham Forest. We think they can keep things tight against the Brighton side, whose manager Graham Potter went to speak with Chelsea on Wednesday. Not quite sure whether he's going to go ahead and sort of take the job if offered, but under 2.5 goals here would still allow for a slender Brighton victory. A 0-0 draw gets all bases covered as far as we can tell. We're not sure Brighton will score lots of goals in this game. Leicester take on Aston Villa. We do think there'll be some goals in this game. Leicester seem to specialise in over 2.5 goals games at the moment, and Aston Villa's away form suggests that they can be quite defensively open. Brendan Rodgers and Steven Gerrard are both under pressure to deliver a victory. The teams are loitering near the foot of the table. We're going to go for over 2.5 goals, and something like a 2-2 draw, which will probably please neither manager, could be on the cards. Liverpool go up against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Quite like the look of Liverpool, and under 3.5 goals in this game. You could even go under 3 goals, depending on how you want to play it. But we can see Liverpool winning to 0 and keeping things relatively tight. Wolves are notoriously low scoring, but they're also very strong defensively, as they showed when keeping a clean sheet against Southampton last weekend. So yeah, Liverpool under 3.5 goals, a 2-0 win, something very routine for a Reds team who can't afford to drop any further points. Southampton go up against Brighton. We think this is the most likely draw on the Premier League coupon thus far. Southampton don't score a huge amount of goals per game. Brentford might be putting 4 and 5 past Manchester United and Leeds at the Brentford Community Stadium, but we're not sure that they're the same team on the road. Slightly more pragmatic, and something like a 1-1 will be along the right lines here, I think. Manchester City go up against Tottenham Hotspur. City swatted Sevilla to one side on Tuesday night in the Champions League to demonstrate their attacking prowess. 2 more goals for Erling Haaland. He's more than likely to line up here. Doesn't look like Pep Guardiola is in a rush to rest the Norwegian 22-year-old who can probably help Manchester City enjoy a win. Both teams to score yes against the Tottenham side, who are unbeaten so far this season. They do possess an attacking threat of their own, but we'd go for something like a 3-1 win in favour of City. Sunday's action, Arsenal go up against Everton. Can't help but feel Everton are starting to get a bit better at the moment. I think Connor Cody coming into the centre of defence, Jordan Pickford's in form, Idrissa Gueye looked like a smart capture coming back from PSG. Just have a bit of a robust feel to them, Everton, as well. And Anthony Gordon is capable of making things happen up top. Everton plus 1.5 for the Asian handicap here. I think Arsenal will just be glad to return to winning ways, and so any victory could be by a single goal. They weren't entirely convincing in a couple of their more recent home wins. And Everton plus 1.5. Would not be surprised if this ended in a draw, though, and a 1-1 draw could be an even better prediction than an Arsenal win. West Ham go up against Newcastle United. You need to remember for this Sunday game that West Ham will have been in Europa Conference League action on the Thursday. David Moyes is likely to have rested a number of players, but it just hasn't really got going for West Ham so far this season. Can't be confident that they're going to beat a Newcastle side who have obviously shown big signs of improvement under Eddie Howe. Nick Pope is a very strong goalkeeper between the sticks. Kieran Trippier's doing excellently in the right back position. There's competition for places. Bruno Guimaraes has really added some steel in the midfield as well, and obviously Alexander Isak is a big money striker who's capable of scoring. So Newcastle on the draw no bet. Can't help but feel Newcastle might win this game 2-1. Crystal Palace go up against Manchester United Sunday afternoon. Crystal Palace draw no bet for us on this one. Palace are a pretty big price on the full-time result market. We're not sure Manchester United have done so much as to be sort of strong favourites for this game. They're not. They're not. I don't think they're all that, to be honest. I saw them away to Leicester last week on the Thursday, and Leicester created plenty in that game. United played very much not smash and grab, but they were quite pragmatic in terms of their style. And Ten Hag's deserted some of his playing principles from his Ajax days just to make sure that United keep on the straight and narrow here. However, Patrick Vieira's side will create chances. They've served it up against all the sort of better teams in the division so far. And Crystal Palace drawn a bet. I think Palace could easily win this game, so we go for a 2-1 win. Those are the 10 predictions, correct score predictions for game week 7 in the Premier League. Hopefully I'll be proven correct in a number of these instances as well. Make sure you visit WhatAcca.com, check out all the various channels that we're offering our free tips for, and hopefully we'll land you a winner or two this coming weekend. So have a great weekend, guys. Speak soon.